have an age difference. We have life differences.
This is how you should live your life.
I got the faith, because to get the faith...
Got it. Well, let's jump into this.
This is the Old School, New School podcast.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1...
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Old School, New School podcast. I am Will Charles Egan, and as always,
Chris Minkins.
We're very relaxed. That
very relaxed.
Very relaxed.
Yes.
Chris Minkins. We're very relaxed. We're very chill. We have our collars unbuttoned.
Yeah, I got yelled at by my daughter. They're like, I had to button up. They're like, hey, bro, you got to take at least one of those buttons down.
You gotta not be so uptight. You gotta let loose a little.
I don't have any hair.
Well, that's not cool anymore. Chest hair is a thing of the past.
No.
Yes.
So I'm in.
Oh, you're totally cool. You're golden. Now you just need like a chain that you can wear.
Yes, I need a gold chain,
and a watch.
And a giant
is that
watch.
A new watch? I've had this for a bit now, but I don't know if I've worn it.
I keep on asking my wife. I had this one watch from Hawaii, and
what the heck?
I can't find it. It's in a box someplace.
You should start wearing a nice watch because you do have your business Apple Watch.
Yeah.
It's not as classy.
Yeah, but it keeps my steps. I think I'm going to hit all my steps today. I walked this morning. I walked at the...
Look at you and your rings.
Boo in the zoo.
What's the red ring mean?
An extra 750 calories.
Okay.
Extra that I get.
Okay, gotcha. Does like working out and doing your morning walk, does that like calm you down?
It calms me down, but it doesn't burn any calories. I'm like, I just walked 45 minutes. You would think that would cover that 750 calories.
Oh, not even close.
No.
No.
And my heart rate, because you're used to walking,
right.
It just doesn't get up.
You got to start running. Uh-oh, Chris.
Uh-oh.
Or like the elliptical.
Well, if I start losing some weight now that
well, if you got to commit.
The other day I was down to the lowest I've been in years. Wow. So I was pretty pleased. So at church today, we talked about Will Egan and his anxiety.
Yeah, it's all about me today. That's right.
It's an amazing thing that they take a cartoon,
Inside Out 2.
Inside Out 2. I saw one, and I was kind of impressed.
Yeah.
I watched it with my grandkids, and it was like, wow.
I was like, wow,
that's very...
I'm going to show this to my kids.
Very good.
This is pretty spot on.
And then... Today, I mean, we'll end up watching it tonight, but
I might do it too.
The Inside Out 2 talked about anxiety.
That was
which
one of the big
we've been
ones.
talking about for the last year. People are like, "Oh, God.
Yes, we have."
Okay, stop.
Yeah,
find
again.
Another podcast.
Oh, anxiety again. Will's got his problems again.
But it was Inside Out 2. If you've never seen it, same format except for they add a few different emotions.
Yeah, they're characters that are, embodying. There's the original joy. There's fear. There's
sadness.
Disgust. There's sadness. There's anger. He's hilarious.
Yeah. And
then they added these new ones: anxiety, like loneliness, and boredom.
Who was that big guy that put his...
He was the lonely one. He's the giant hoodie, and he would kind of hide himself and lonely. And then, and of course, sadness. So lots of negative emotions. And then there's one joy emotion. I've always found that one really weird. But they added all these new emotions, and the main focus of the sermon was the anxiety one. Because the anxiety one really takes over. Because the character that we're looking inside her head, she's like a teenager now. And so now you have all these new emotions and things that you're dealing with as a teenager in school. And so she's like having anxiety and all these new problems that she's never dealt with before. And of course, and they always preface it, it's so funny, we don't endorse everything in the movies, but we can pull some biblical truth out of it.
And the truth is everybody has anxiety.
Oh, yeah. We were doing little small groups after the sermon, and it's always a funny reminder. Because you always think like, oh, this is a problem that only I have. It's like, oh, nobody else deals with this. I'm different. And then you talk to everybody else, and everybody deals with the same 3 problems.
Okay.
Everybody. And you're like, oh, it's not just me. And everyone's like, oh, you have that problem too? Oh, is it? And then you can all just be like, oh, well, what did you do? And then we all try and figure it out together.
So is that what this? So you went to a small group after church?
Yep. Little Bible study, small group, talk about the sermon. Yeah, and it's funny. Again, everybody's like, "Oh yeah, the anxiety that I deal with. Oh yeah, this college, testing or new job, or my mom's this, and we have this health problem, and everybody's got something that they're anxious about. And I'm always like, oh yeah, it's not just me.
So the same anxiety, I mean, you were closer to it that you
Sure.
had in college.
Mm-hmm.
But once you graduated college, those are all gone. And then you inherited a new set.
A new set of anxieties, yes. There's
So
always...
isn't that funny, though? It's like,
Oh, yeah.
wait a minute. All these things that I had to work through in high school
Yep.
and in college, you would think they'd go away. No,
Nope.
just put on a different face.
That's very right. It's the same anxiety of like, I won't be able to do it. I can't do it. Oh, I'm going to embarrass myself, or whatever it looks like, or I'm not good enough. But it just masks itself in different ways. And when you learn how to deal with it in that one season, the learning how to deal with it also carries off into the next season.
Right. And it's a different kind. Like you have a job and your boss is like, figure it out.
Right. No, I don't know what to do.
That's great. Put on your big boy pants
Yeah.
and figure it out.
And it's the same exact anxiety of like, you got to have the test assignment in by Monday tonight. Well, I haven't finished the essay. I haven't even started the essay. You got to figure it out. And so now you're just carrying the lessons that you learned about that into the next season. Because again, it's the same tricks of the enemy. Because that's another thing that we talked about is the lies and the traps of the enemy of trying to thwart your identity or your security in God by, the armor of God, the shield of faith extinguishes the flaming darts of the enemy, right? So there's always something that the devil's trying to throw at you. And again, it's always one of like 3 or 4 things.
So the part of the message was we all have emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about joy, anger, fear, disgust, sadness.
Mm-hmm.
But the question, what they started off with, the question is, who's driving your life?
Mm.
And so when you think about that, were there more times than others when your emotions were driving?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they played the same scene in your service as well. But what really got me, because you look at all these emotions, there's joy, there's anger, fear, disgust, sadness, and then there's, loneliness, boredom, anxiety. I was like, well, I got to make sure that the joy is leading my life, right? Mm-hmm. What was really interesting in that scene in Inside Out 2, I think it was the last one, is, the anxiety has got the helm and is controlling her. She's having an anxiety attack on the ice skating rink. And then they try and like replace the anxiety with the joy. Well, I am a good person. It was, I'm a good person. And it still wasn't working.
Right.
But it's like, it's not just joy, because joy is another emotion, right?
Right.
Who's leading the helm? Well, it's not anger. I don't want fear. I don't want disgust to lead the helm. I want joy. Well, joy is still an emotion, and an emotion is not rooted. You want to be, you want to make sure that Jesus has the wheel,
right,
not an emotion,
right,
even if it is a good one.
I was just going to go there with you, yeah, because it's the fact is, your Christianity is based on the fact that Jesus died for you,
right?
He set you free. You're free. You have victory.
Mm-hmm.
You have all these things. Oh, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Emotions are true. We have emotions also.
Sure.
You can't discard them, but what happens is the emotions tend to have this power over the facts.
Yes. Yeah. Like little gods that are trying to rule your life.
Right. And so when you put your eyes on that, and so that's what the movie kind of did. But yeah, the truth is it's a fact. We live by fact.
Yes. There's a Bible verse, and I'm sure you've heard it, but I was listening to Tony Evans again. Great.
Good old Tony.
Oh, he's the best. Truth will set you free. You've definitely heard the verse. It's John 8:32. And it's not just the truth will set you free. It says, then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. So the truth can be out there.
So what's the first part of that verse?
And you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. So you have to know it. Because again, there can be a Bible in your bookshelf. There can be truth kind of floating out in the ether.
You can have posters all over the walls in your house.
But you got to know it. Okay. If you get the truth in you, then it will set you free.
Got the truth. I got me some truth.
Got you some truth bombs.
Got me some truth today at church.
And it can't just be
Speak it, brother.
Oh, yeah, it's whatever. You got to know it, because it won't set you free unless you know it.
Okay. So God created emotions, and we also know the fact that Christ died for us, that the Holy Spirit's with us.
Yep.
He'll guide us out of there.
Mm-hmm.
But they need to be under management, under the Spirit of God. And so they talked a little bit about that. What do you know about that? How do you move it underneath? Look at another verse. The guy's always throwing verses at me.
It's a good problem. It's James 4, and it is really good. Submit yourselves then to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Come near to God, and he will come near to you. That's James 4, verses 7 and 8. So you can resist the devil all you want, right? You can try and wake up in the morning. Devil, you're not going to make me say that. Devil, you're not going to make me do that. Devil, I'm not going to think that today. You're not going to make me think that today. And then he's just laughing at you, right? But if you first, before you try and resist the devil, if you first submit yourself to God, then the devil has to deal with you and God.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot more power if you are submitting yourself. There's another verse, 1 Peter, it says, submit yourself under the hand of God and he will lift you up in the proper time. It always prefaces with, you submit to God first. Because you can try and manage things on your own, and you're only going to get so far.
So do you think, okay, I'm going to go backwards.
Okay.
So do you think as a young person that someday your emotions are going to be under control? Do you think that maybe, when you get older, it's going to be... Or because I want to say the opposite, because I'm always like, when are my emotions going to get under control?
It's funny you say that because I'm always like, I can't wait to get to the end of this season where everything is perfect
when you
in
turn
my head.
30, when I'm 30.
Yeah, when I'm 30, then my problems will be solved.
Yeah.
And then when I get to 30, my problems aren't solved.
Yeah.
Even more despair.
Right. You're like,
I should have been finished by now.
And then you go, well, maybe I didn't miss it. Maybe when it's 40,
right,
everything will change.
And you just keep
and
pushing
it keeps
the
on going.
goalpost.
It keeps on going on.
I have realized that I will never perfectly manage my emotions.
And I think if you don't learn how to manage them, you get weaker. They tend to dictate you.
Mm-hmm.
So you meet people that are like,
never
well,
figure this out.
He's depressed all the time.
Right.
He's angry all the time. Okay.
That's you and me.
So there's this. So when I'm.
Whoa, Chris, chill out.
So when I was at a Bible study on Thursday. And I was sitting there listening, and I sit like this because I'm old, and this is how you sit when you're old, because you don't have, your hands aren't down here.
Yes.
I sit like this, and there was a guy carrying on, and I was like, oh my God, but I don't show a lot of emotion. I'm not like,
yeah, that is not Chris.
That's not me.
I don't know
I'm
what that
sitting
was.
there. So I mind my own business.
Yes.
So I get out and I'm walking out, and this guy, Johnny Rose, I don't know. Do you know
yeah, Johnny Rose. Yep.
Yeah. He said, hey, Chris, come on over here. I want to tell you something. He goes, you know that Jeff Durham, the comedian with the puppets?
Jeff Dunham, yeah.
Jeff Dunham?
Mm-hmm.
He goes, you know that old guy, the old angry guy? What's his guy's name?
The curmudgeon puppet, whatever it is, yeah.
He goes, I was watching you today. You look like him. Got your arms crossed and sitting there like, and I'm like, he goes, are you angry? And I'm like, no. He's like, I know you aren't. He goes, I thought that. But here's the thing. I mean, yeah. How do you get that stuff so fast?
Yeah.
So, and I've been accused of that, and I'm really not angry.
Mm-hmm.
I probably am, but I'm really not angry. Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting there. So then Friday morning I go to the high school.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing this mentoring program, and they have this weekly meeting, and there's probably 40, 50 kids in there, and I'm like the only outside adult. Most of the rest are teachers and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah.
And so I'm there and I'm helping set up, and the kids are starting to talk with me, and just get in the room.
Right.
That's your job.
Yep.
Get in the room.
Yep.
God will figure out whatever it is. And so the kids were up there talking, and the leaders were doing a presentation. So I'm standing in the back with my arms like this, across it. I'm like, put your arms down.
Ooh,
okay, put your arms
really?
down. And then a couple minutes, I put my hand, don't put your arms down.
Wow,
like,
okay.
Because I was looking around, and nobody was standing there with their arms crossed,
right.
just looking.
Yeah, intimidating.
Because I get into. People have told me I'm intimidating all the time.
Really?
Oh yeah, there's like big men who are like, you're pretty intimidating. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
Oh
Me?
my God. That's
and
funny.
so all that to say is that I may not be angry, but the
Right.
people around me
Yes.
are not aware of it. And then so what is the truth? The truth,
Yes.
I need to know the truth. The truth is, wait a minute, I'm here trying to, wait a minute, maybe I have to work on my outside
Yeah.
behavior
Yes.
about my anger.
Yeah.
I mean, I know inside I'm not angry anymore. God has set
Yeah.
me free. But
Absolutely.
is your exterior?
Yeah, dude. I would say that's huge that you arrived at that conclusion, because it's a big part of relinquishing my pride of like, I am aware that what I present as is not this perfect guy.
So that's psychological?
Oh my God, yeah. Because I am just as guilty, dude. People will tell me, God, Will, you complain, or you're so negative, and I'm like, but I'm not. Like I'm not angry.
Right.
But why are you perceived that way? Because you come off as that, and that's a mismanagement of your emotions.
Do you think it's almost like a defense mechanism?
It's a wall that goes up. Yeah. It's like this is just my natural mode of being, and it's
protective.
It's a concerted effort getting over your pride to I am coming off in a negative way, and I need to change this. And two, how can I change that?
So I have to grow up.
Well, I think the putting your arms down is a perfect example of what that looks like
It
practically.
was hard.
Yes, because it's not in your nature naturally to just be like. It feels weird and stiff because you want to close off and just be like,
Yeah, I'm just resting.
right. It's
I used
out
to
of
have
your
a bigger belly, and but I'm losing that.
Well, that's good. It's a
Yeah.
good problem. And so now you have to adapt to this new managed Chris.
Yeah, and it's fake it till you make it.
Yeah, until I used to hate leg day at the gym. I hated it. Hate it. I started telling myself, "Oh boy, it's leg day. I'm going to love this." Even though I didn't. I would say, "I'm really looking forward to leg day. Here we go. This is going to be good." And now, because I've had so many reps of I love leg day. I love going in. I'm going to do legs. Now I actually look forward to it. Because some people, especially Christians, will hear fake it till you make it. It's like, well, that's not good. But listen, man, I am going to put myself in an uncomfortable position because change, I mean, you can consult the scripture on this. Wanting to change from your flesh to the spirit is not easy.
Right.
And you will feel like, I don't want to do this.
And I can control the flesh.
Sure.
It's just like someone comes knocking on the door. I'm sitting there having a rant at the house, and Pastor Randy comes knocking at my door.
Right.
I can guarantee you
I
I'm
can
going to
change my
stop
flesh.
screaming.
Like
Boom.
that. Oh, hi, Randy.
Yeah.
How are you today?
Why can't I be like that when I'm out in public saying, hey, wait a minute, you project, it's learning, you project my emotions.
Mm-hmm.
New step for anger.
Yeah.
Quit looking like you're angry.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is what we just went through on our retreat.
Mm-hmm.
Your identity. My identity is saying, hey, I'm not angry anymore. That's
Absolutely.
not who I am.
Right.
I'm not an angry guy.
Right. Mm-hmm. I am the charismatic wind. I'm courageous. I am free. Repeating that until your subconscious mind, you've dug it so deep into your brain that you actually believe it.
Yeah.
It's like obviously mantras are not a Christian thing, but it's like repeating Psalms. Like on the drive up here, I was listening to Psalms. I love the Psalms because I'm, author, poet, woo-woo, whatever, emotions. I just love the way that the Psalms are written. And there's YouTube videos. It's free. You can go online. There's this guy with this deep, emotive voice, and he's reading the Psalms with the music in the background. And I just love that. And you get that into your brain so deep. Again, it's a concerted effort. Like, how do you think Peter felt when he stepped out onto the water? You think he was like, oh, people walk on water. I'm going to just go do that.
I've seen it every day.
Yeah, I'm going to do
My turn.
Definitely not. So he was like, I have this crazy belief and I am afraid, but despite my fear on the inside, I'm going to take this step and make this action. That's what real faith looks like.
Okay,
despite
anxiety.
how you feel.
Anxiety. We forgot about what we were talking about.
Well, I feel like I'm going there. we can do the weave, Chris. Do the weave.
So what Pastor Randy was saying, 85% of what we worry about never happens.
Real.
And when have you proven that true? So, I mean, all that stuff you were last year, you were excited about. None of it happened. None of it happened.
Still to this day, none of it's happened. I was always worried that I would have like an anxiety attack in public. Never happened. I was always so worried that I'd embarrass myself from like showing that I have emotions, and then revealing that to all my friends are like, oh yeah, like one, same here, we also have that, but two, we don't really care.
Right.
And I was like, oh, and then I just dropped the tension immediately, and I was like, oh, that was easy.
And it's learning how to keep your arms.
Learning how to operate in the uncomfortable until it becomes natural.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's overcoming, the angst, because there was a one scene in the movie where it was like the anxiety was like telling all the people that were drawing up her imagination, like,
Yeah.
what if this happens, or what if this happens? There were all these ridiculous scenarios, none of which happened, right?
Yeah.
That's what anxiety most of the time is it's like, oh my God, like she's a hockey player. It's like, what if you trip and fall and the coach kicks you off the team from you tripping and falling one time? And it's like, well, that's ridiculous.
Okay. So
Okay.
mentally unstable Mr. Meekins here.
Yes. Mentally
Along with
stable
anger
therapist.
issues.
Yes.
I don't know if this happens to anybody else.
Probably.
But I'll be walking down the street when I was like, not recently,
Okay.
maybe last week.
So last week. Right. So not recently.
No, but I'll be walking down the street. I'm going to make up a scenario. And a
Okay.
guy will be walking the other way with a dog.
Mm-hmm.
And in my head, I'll go, well, you know what? If that dog comes across here and bites me, I'm going to kick that dog.
Right.
And then that guy's going to lose his shit. And then he might have a gun, and he's going to pull it over. And you get on this train. Jamie used to call it, I'm on the train. I'm on the tour bus. Because I'm going on this journey.
Yeah.
And I'll get caught in it.
Mm-hmm.
Add anything to it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I forgot to do my homework. Well, she's going to say something, and then I'm going to say something, and then this is going to happen.
And then my teacher's going to sue me.
Yeah, and then my parents are going to find out. There goes my car.
Yep.
Whatever.
Yep.
And all it is like, well, maybe you ought to just start doing your homework. But the thing is, you walk past the guy with the dog. The guy says hello, and the dog is the perfectly behaved dog.
Yeah, and immediately.
And I just wasted
yeah.
5 minutes of my life
Yep.
on something that wasn't true.
Do you remember last week when I said, and this is psychology brain, the neural pathways in your head to anger are quicker? That's exactly what happened. If you're walking past Joe Schmo with the pit bull and you're like, oh my God, the dog's going to bite me, and because again, your natural defenses go up first.
Yeah.
I got to protect myself. I got to go to anger. I got to go to protection, as opposed to, wow, what a nice guy. Oh, that's my neighbor. I'm sure his dog is lovely. It's way easier to just be like, oh, he might bite me.
Yeah.
And so that's just overcoming the flesh, really, is what that is.
Okay. So he read in Matthew 6:34, give your entire attention to what God is doing right now.
Why don't we actually read that?
Yeah, I want you to pull that one up.
Matthew 6:34.
And what would that look like in a daily life? Like, what is God doing today? What does it say?
Yeah, therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. That's very, very well known.
Everyone knows that one.
Yeah.
Nobody can live it.
Nobody. That's so true. Everybody knows it, and nobody's done it.
And it starts when you're like 10, maybe 12. And then when you're like 68, you're like, well, is this going to be enough money?
Yeah.
What if this crashes? What if the economy crashes? What if the whole pension board goes out and you don't have a pension? You're screwed. What are you going to do?
You're going to die. You're going to be homeless. That's my mom. Hey, Mom. She always goes to homeless. It always ends in homeless.
I have a friend like that. He's got like a couple $1 million in the bank. He's like, well, if this happens, I'm going to end up under a bridge. And I'm like,
what,
bro, if you end up under a bridge, then I'm going to be under the bridge.
I'm going to be buried under a bridge.
You're going to be under the bridge because that's going to be the better place to live.
Yes.
I'm going to be out in the open.
It's called the crab theory. And this is secular biology, but in evolution, there's this weird trend where animals will always evolve in a very like higher than normal probability into crabs. So like an ancient dinosaur will evolve into a crab, and then an ancient fish will evolve into a crab, and then an ancient bird will evolve into a crab. It all goes to crab. And it's the same. It's like, oh, I'm going to lose all my money, and I'm going to lose my house, and my car's going to get repoed, and I'm going to be homeless. Yeah. I'm going to lose all my wife's going to leave me, my kid will disown me, I'm going to be homeless. It always leads to homeless. It's catastrophication. Yeah. It's all going to be terrible. And that's another flaming dart of the enemy.
Remember when we did the chair thing, and I think we mentioned it last week, but he said there's unlimited things about how good you are.
Yes.
But when you listen to 15 other guys talk about their shadow, there's like 3 plays.
Yes.
Maybe 4.
Right.
And this is one of this anxiety things, one of the plays that the devil has, and he uses it across the board.
Oh my God. Everybody's identity statements were super unique and colored and detailed, and then our like attacks from the enemy were all the same 4 issues.
Yeah.
We all dealt with the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's very much like, oh, the devil is very not uncreative, and he's trying to steal from God and use the same playbook on every single man and woman on this planet. And anxiety is definitely one of his 4, you know?
So from my lens, the older lens,
Yes.
it's surrender and control, trusting that God's got a timeline. He knows how long. There's that verse where it's like you're all whacked out, but tomorrow you're building these barns, and tomorrow you're going to be dead anyway.
Yep.
You need to stop.
Yeah.
And enjoy today, and know that. Wait a minute, God's always taking care of it. But
Yeah.
But young people, old people have the same thing that young people do is comparison. Right?
Oh yeah, that's huge with my generation is the social media influencers, which is funny because I don't know if you've heard this, but people are starting to kind of wake up to the whole like rich social media influencer thing. They're on a private jet that they rented in a Mercedes-Benz that they rented.
They rented it to walk on it.
Literally,
not even to fly.
They took a photo on a Lamborghini that they rented in a fur coat that they rented, and it's all fake. And so we're comparing ourselves to something that, for all
Totally
intents
fake.
and purposes, Hollywood.
Yeah.
Not even real.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't even be. I have Instagram deleted. I don't use it. I think it's the devil because the comparison game is going to make you feel very anxious, and that's the enemy trying to steal your joy.
So
what do we do about all this? All these problems that we have.
Turning anxiety into, his next step was turning anxiety into surrender.
Okay.
It's like, how do I surrender? And I didn't understand in the movie because she was sitting there. She was having, what was that thing she had to pull out?
The identity tree. Yeah.
Okay. So understanding who your identity really is.
Yes, absolutely.
It's like, wait a minute. I'm not rich. I go to work every day. I pay my bills. Oh, wait a minute. I'm a faithful steward of my money.
Yes.
And that's why I don't have a Lamborghini because I didn't get a payment book for 25 years.
And that's okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Who I am is who I'm supposed to be.
So do you think when you were in high school, for even our younger people, do you think your anxiety was even more for this, what they were talking about? But I think
question.
I've known you 5 years now.
Sure, yeah.
I would say that your anxiety in the last year was the highest it's ever.
Definitely. Yeah.
So it was a new chapter for you.
Absolutely. I had very little stress.
You quit high school. You got your GED now, right?
Well, hey, chill out. I graduated on a very normal track. Thank you very much. I have a bachelor's in psychology. Thank you very much. But I never had, if anything, when I was in like latter years of high school, I was just depressed. I was just sad because I had like no friends and stuff. But in high school, in college, I had like almost zero stress. I was completely just whatever. And then, into young adulthood on my own, when I had things to suddenly worry about, I was like, and then who I am and what I can do, what I'm able to do. Yeah, a lot of new stressors, the most I'd ever been in my life. But yeah, it was just because, again, like we were saying earlier, that carried over into the next season of my life, and I just hadn't learned properly, and I had to just deal with it in that current season.
May I psychoanalyze you?
Yes, you can psychoanalyze me, because you totally just said that correctly.
So the funny thing is that we've been talking that anxiety is really, we're comparing ourselves. We're like, what are people going to say? This and that and the other thing.
Yeah.
But if I look at your life, I look at your, like we were talking before, you bought this car, right? You bought this car, and now you're still saving money.
Oh yeah.
And I hope I don't get in trouble for this one, but this government shutdown that's going on.
Oh, what is like the FBI going to knock on your door? What are you
like 650,000 people out of work or whatever. I mean, they don't get paid. They're going to get paid. They'll get reimbursed.
Sure, yeah.
But they have to go to a soup kitchen because they didn't get a paycheck this month.
Yeah.
I know living hand to mouth.
Sure. Oh yeah.
And what that means is I paycheck to paycheck. Mm-hmm. If I miss a paycheck, I'm screwed.
Right.
And there's so many people. But then, so here you were having all this anxiety. I'm still saving money.
I
don't miss work.
Yeah.
I bought a car. I live on my own. I have an apartment.
I'm extremely handsome.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah, I know exactly
it's
what
like
you're saying.
baloney.
Yes.
The things that your anxiety is. Like,
Absolutely.
You're probably richer than most people.
Yeah. No, it's a gratitude list is what I needed to do.
Yeah, which is our next point.
Yes.
It's a daily surrender practices and then thoughts of gratitude reset.
Mm-hmm.
Set the alarms and thank God for 3 things. And so how do you do your gratitude now?
I mean, I have, lists on my phone. I journal very frequently. And it's, because that's the thing too about a gratitude list is it's ultimately things that will be thrown into the fire at the very end of the age. I mean, you can find assurance in how many people love you and how many things you have, but at the end of the day, it's not going to be what you need to cling to. Yes, it's good to know that I have a bed to sleep in every night. I have these are things on my gratitude list. I have a bed to sleep in every single night. I have incredible friends that love and care about me. I have a great job. And these are good things.
2 great parents.
2 great parents. Thanks, Mom. And it's good things. It's just ultimately on the top of the gratitude list is I have a God who will see me through the end.
Yeah.
And that's really what you want to root your hope in is your eternal salvation. That at the end of all this, you have something that you can truly root in. The one promise that will never fail. Because again, my car could explode. My friends could all leave me. I could get fired. God forbid.
Well,
But
you were pretty quick to get there.
Yeah, I've thought about these things a lot. But ultimately, your gratitude list should include your relationship with God.
And for me, it's like when I do my walk, I'll listen to my Bible, and then I'll take off my headset and I'll pray for a while. But it's like being grateful for the fact that it changes from, oh my gosh, I got to do this. It changes when you get older to, wait a minute, I get to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And that, for me, that's a huge, I get to go to the hospital and volunteer. I get to go in my church and hang out with young guys that are like, hey, man. I get to go and hang out with these guys that, hey, we're going to get together and do this movie and we're going to eat pizza.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have to get yelled at by my wife.
Oh, my God, regret.
Plus, it was Domino's pizza. I know. I was like,
you caved for Domino's?
I did.
Why Domino's?
As I'm eating it, I'm like, man,
this is a bad cheat meal.
Most expensive pizza.
This is $500 of pizza and insulin right here.
And insulin, yeah. So they're good, and insulin. But we have to replace lies with scriptures with truth. Mm-hmm. And that's, again, knowing God's word where you said in the beginning, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when you invade your mind and fill it completely to the brim with God's word and his truth, there's no room for anything else. One of the cool things that I've been studying a lot recently is the armor of God. Because it's like, I pray this armor of God. I have this coin that I got with all the pieces of the armor of God. I'm like praying, I'm like saying it. I put on the belt of truth and I put on the breastplate of righteousness. But I was like, but what does that mean? Like, I can say these things and like pretend that I'm putting on armor in the spiritual realm, but it's like, and then I thought, I was like, well, like truth and righteousness and my salvation and the faith. I'm like, these are like practical things that I walk out in my day-to-day life, not just a thing that I would say in the morning.
Right.
So I was like, let me go on YouTube and look up, what does it practically mean to put on the armor of God? And what's really cool is the first piece of armor that Paul lists is the belt of truth. And everything else hangs on that. You gird yourself with the belt of truth. The sword of the Spirit, which is your Bible, hangs on truth. Your breastplate is tucked in of righteousness into truth.
Your pants are held up.
Your pants are held up by your pants of faith are held up by your belt of truth. But everything rides on truth. Yeah. And if you know God's word and if you know what is true, that's when it sets you free.
Philippians 4, 6, and 7, we talked about that beforehand, and you looked it up.
And I will do it again.
Do it up. Because Randy recommended that if you want to concentrate on this, you want to meditate on this all this week, it's a great verse.
So Philippians 4:6 says, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your request to God. Verse 7 says, And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. And so the things to dwell on, it lists out in the very next verse. In verse 8, it says, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. And it's like we're saying, invade your mind with nothing but the truth, and there will be room for no evil to invade.
You know, when I get mad at my wife,
Great start to the story.
I'm a really bad husband. I just want to say, but I've been praying the last couple of months as in my morning thing.
Mm-hmm.
God, thank you for a wife that loves me and you. Actually, that loves you and me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I am so fortunate
Oh my
to have
God.
it. We were talking about
Yeah.
women before we started this because he's getting all. So any
All right,
future,
what's going on?
any future girl that's in, you can blame me for all his.
Right, it's this
his
guy's fault.
bad
Terrible
thinking.
advice. Well, you need to be aggressive, and then if you ask her out and you get a no, then you just forget about it.
Hey, move on.
Move
There's
on.
Many fish in the sea.
That's right. You can go get
Yeah.
anyone you want, Will.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. How's
Great
that working
advice.
out for
Yeah.
you?
So far, I've got nothing. Nothing to answer for, Chris, with your great advice.
But the truth is being grateful and saying, okay, let me look at what I have.
Mm-hmm.
I have this really nice condo. I have this really nice pool in my backyard. I have really good friends.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a pension. I got some Social Security. I mean, it's like, is the world perfect? No. But my life is pretty good. I would never thought that I was ever going to be where I am today.
I would always use this analogy.
In spite of everything that's going wrong
Yes.
around me. It's like
Yes.
crazy
Oh
how
my
much
God.
crap is going on around me.
Yeah. I would always use this message analogy with the youth students. I would always, I'm in the middle of my sermon, and I would say, are you here right now? Like, raise your hand if you are here right now. And you go, what? Are you here in this room right now? Well, yeah. Okay. So all of the things that you've worried about thus far have not come true because this thing was supposed to take you out, that thing was supposed to take you out, but you've made it to this present moment, you're still alive. It's like even something as simple as realizing that. Again, like 85% of the things we worry about never happen. You got to realize, like, while the world might not be perfect, you still got breath in your lungs, which is a gracious gift from God in and of itself. So rejoice in that.
Another verse was Colossians 3:15, let the peace of Christ rule in you. And then 1 Thessalonians 5:16 through 18, gratitude in all things. That is so hard in the world we live in. The world is so divisive.
Yeah.
And you don't know what side to even be on. You're thinking, well, these people are pretty rough. And they're like, these people are pretty not rough. And I don't like either one of them. I really want to be someplace in the middle.
Yeah.
And but then I have to say, okay, God, I can sit out and have a a soda with the guys at the pool and when I'm done I can get up and walk away.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And it's fine.
Yeah.
Were you going to say cigar and you stopped yourself?
I did.
I could tell. A soda.
Soda.
Uh-huh. You can have a tobacco. And oh my God.
You can do whatever you want.
You should within reason
Yes,
do it, but
yeah. So emotions aren't sin. Unmanaged emotions lead to sin. So you want to talk about that, how that works?
We said earlier in a couple episodes ago, because Jesus flipped the tables in the temple courts when he saw that they were like robbing people for changing their money. But
look at me.
yeah, put your arms down. Put your hands down. There it is. Ease up. But the anger in and of itself was not the sin. It's what you do in your anger that can lead you to sin. So like emotions, all of the emotions Inside Out,
They're a gift from God.
they are. They can be used. Like even anxiety is something that is usable tool.
Yeah.
It's preparedness. It's
There's
protection.
a bear coming down the street. You might want some anxiety.
I want to be joyful. Look at Yogi Bear. Give me a hug. No, you want to be anxious. You
Yeah.
want to be afraid of the bear and get out of the way.
Yeah.
It's there to serve you. It's just when it takes control over your mind.
Yeah.
So the anger or the whatever it is, fear, is not in and of itself a sin.
Right.
It's how it can take control of the control console like we saw in the movie that can lead to sin. Because if it guides you, it's
And I think there's a lot of, okay, yes, I have these emotions going on. What's true here?
right.
In this case, she was doing, the girl in the movie, she was doing something stupid. She got put in the penalty box.
Right.
And she put herself into this emotional
Spiral.
You
She had a panic attack. Yeah. It was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I've been there before.
Right.
Familiar.
Over really nothing, although
Yeah.
she was like the star player.
Sure.
But, maybe a little bit of pride on her part
Sure. Yep.
got her there. But then as soon as like it clicks on, I mean, it goes deep.
It's a roller coaster
Fast.
ride. Yes.
I mean, it's like Cedar Point. You ever hear of Cedar Point?
yeah.
Have you ever been there?
I've never been to Cedar Point, no.
Greatest. It's the number one amusement park for
Yeah.
roller coasters.
I've heard.
I mean, it's insane.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know what that has to do anything with
Well,
anything.
it's the roller coaster of anxiety. And again, it's not
a deep
like
dive. Fast.
having a panic attack is sin. It's not. It's
No.
just you've allowed the enemy to capture you. And what's really a thing about the enemy is not every single thought in your head is from the devil, right? A lot of the times he will seed something and make you take control of your own downfall.
So you were taught how to get out of an anxiety attack. What does that look like?
I was, in fact. Well, that's the thing is there isn't really a one size fits all solution
Okay.
for anxiety attacks.
Okay.
I'll tell you what worked for me though is, getting the vulnerable space, sharing with others was first and foremost. There was one time I was hanging out with friends and I was at my own house and my own friends were there and I was cooking food and I was like, oh my God, I feel so much anxiety right now. And I don't know why, but I got to the end of myself and I said, okay, if it comes down to it, I can share and I can tell them I'm having an anxiety attack right now. And immediately like 85% of the pressure left. Because my biggest problem was I was like hiding it and keeping the shame from others. So my first thing is share with somebody right now. Like, hey, I'm having a little bit of anxiety right now. And if you share that with somebody, they're not going to go, what is wrong with you?
That's stupid.
They're going to be like, oh, okay, what can I do for you? And just, I mean, like,
So you need to go out back and
go outside,
smoke a cigar
and smoke. I was going to say pray, but that works too. Praying to God, worship music, anything relating to God will do the trick. For me, it's always prayer. What I really love is, and this is a practice I've been implementing as of this past year of my life and getting better at, is the secret place. Like some people have a prayer closet, or some people have like a place where they can close the door, just play worship music where there's no distractions. It's just me and God praying, Bible, worship music, whatever that is. And getting into the regular practice and genuinely looking forward to it, where I know if I can go to the secret place, I know that God will meet me and I know that he will comfort me. And there's assurance in that.
Two things. I get up every morning. This morning, I got up at, I think it was 5:15.
I couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, while I was awake, I'm like, okay,
right.
God, more time with God.
Yeah.
And I ended up having a nice walk with him, nice prayer time, came back and did some other stuff. But when I do that, it just seems the rest of my day is going to be fine.
Yes. Start off on the right foot.
Part two is I don't normally get anxiety. I give anxiety attacks.
Oh, really?
So that's my gift to the nation.
Well, lovely. You cause anxiety attacks to others.
I'm like, oh, yeah. I mean, didn't Michael, what did he call me? A conundrum?
Yeah. You're a conundrum, Chris. Yes.
Because you just don't know what you're going to get.
Yep. It was.
I've made my living on that.
Yes, you have. It was so funny. Whenever you would have like encouraging words for somebody, there was who was it? I think it was Mike. That was you were speaking words of life to, and everybody was saying this, and you opened up with, I don't know about all that, but and it was immediate. And then you went into words of life, but it was always like, Chris, what the heck?
I always find that, if you make people laugh and then you go into a truth,
that's so good, though.
It's like it's a killer.
That's so
they
good.
open up to vulnerable,
and then
they're like,
bam,
bam.
That's such a good one.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good at it. I'm
very good, Chris says.
So anyway, we're wrapping up here.
Yeah.
Why don't you talk about just wrap it up, like devotion challenge or something like that, or
Mm-hmm.
what they should do. What do we recommend if you're dealing with anxiety?
Yeah.
Old, young, doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same formula to get out of it.
You know what you should do? You should watch Inside Out 2. That's a great movie.
Is it on Netflix?
I don't know where it is, but I mean, I'm
gotta
sure
be on
it's
something.
or it's on Disney Plus. It's on Disney Plus, or you could rent it for like
So
$4.
now I'm going to have to sin and steal my kids' passcode to Disney Plus.
It's not a sin. You're stealing from Disney. I don't think they would mind, or they're not going to.
They're woke anyway.
They're not going to go bankrupt. They're not going to go bankrupt because you shared one password.
Okay,
So I would say watch Inside Out 2. I mean, it's a great movie that explains like
it's,
what anxiety is.
and if you haven't watched one, watch one. It's really good too.
Start with one.
It's really good. As an
Watch
adult,
two.
I watched it.
Yeah, it's funny because here I am, like I'm 24. I don't watch kids movies anymore, and I watched it. And I was like, oh, this is really good.
Yeah.
Or this is, in fact, it's dead on.
Yeah.
And so I would say watch that. We mentioned a lot of Bible verses in this episode. I would say, study the armor of God and really get good at praying because that's been super helpful.
When I memorized the armor of God.
Same here, yeah.
And we were at this one point in my life, and the part of it says, and when you've done everything, to stand. I've mentioned it.
Oh, that's so good.
And we were in it,
Mm-hmm.
and my wife wanted to quit her job.
Yep.
I wanted to go beat the crap out of somebody. All this other stuff,
Right.
And it was like, no, you need to stand.
To stand.
You stand right now. You don't need to go
stand.
anywhere, and you stand here until someone tells you to go home.
So that you stand firm.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
because God's like, no, I got it. Your
So-
job is
yeah.
to stand. You don't need to react right now.
Right. Stand on the evil day.
Yeah.
It's not so that the evil day doesn't come. It's like there will be an evil day. One of these days you'll experience a spiritual attack. And if you put on the armor of God and if you stand, then you will stand firm on the evil day. And then the evil day eventually will go away.
What's your number one takeaway from today?
I would say the number one takeaway is that that's a good one. I would say ultimately anxiety is not a thing to be feared. It is a spiritual attack, and through girding yourself with the truth of God's word and God's spirit, it is a thing that you can learn to master. Not to get rid of it completely,
Right.
but to master it specifically.
I would say the same thing. I was like, you know what's going to happen. You know the next step. You know
Right.
that. You know the valley it's going to go. What's the right word?
The valley of the shadow of death.
Yeah. In your brain, the
Yes.
neural paths.
Oh yes, yeah. You know the narrow path. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, and I know I'm going down this direction. Okay, put a block in it. Because again, I'm like, you're wasting your time. The guy with the dog, he's a great dog.
You've been down this
path before. Stop it.
Yeah.
And that's what I have to say to my stop.
Stop. Yep.
Right now.
Yep.
You need to go and finish today. You can really, I think where I learned how to deal with this in the fire department.
Oh, really?
I mean,
that's a good point. Yeah.
well,
that's high stress.
You're in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And someone's like chopped in pieces. I mean, I've been in some pretty nasty
I know
things.
you have.
Or you're in a fire and
Right.
I'm in the basement and I'm thinking I'm going to die.
Right.
And I'm thinking, okay, right now you can, because I'm like, I'm quitting my job.
Right.
Well,
Yep.
you
Yep.
can quit tomorrow.
That's so good.
Right now, today, you need to
You
get
gotta
to
go
the
to
other
this
side.
fire, yeah.
You got to get to the other side, put out this fire. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's go home, and then you can quit. And it's like, okay,
Just make myself that deal.
yeah, just make yourself a deal.
Right.
Get through. Just
Fake it
get
till you
through
make
today.
it, dude.
Get through today.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, this I've never seen. I've never been in this situation before.
Right.
Okay, wait a minute. You can do this. You can
Yeah.
do anything for an hour. It's like learning how to be sober.
Yes. Just be sober for today.
I can be sober for the next hour.
Right.
2 hours from now, we'll worry about that when I get here.
Right.
But right now, I'm not going to drink.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with anxiety. It's like,
Absolutely.
okay, I'm in the middle of it. Okay, right now, I'm not going to go there. I'm going to finish what I'm doing.
Right.
And I'm going to make dinner for my friends.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to tell them, hey, man, if this tastes like crap,
Right.
It's because I'm having a panic attack over there. And
Yeah.
they're like, okay, well, whatever.
All right, whatever.
And you know how guys are like, whatever.
Whatever, dude.
And they
Go back to their phone.
go back to their phone.
Yeah, who cares? Exactly.
Yeah, nobody cares.
At the end of the day, nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
God does.
God cares. He loves you and he
All
cares.
right, wrap us up.
Other than that, I would say it is a journey, and you never really figure it all out until you get to the end of it, and that's okay. You don't need to have it all figured out. God does, and you just give it to him. Because I think really at the end of the day, the solution to anxiety is surrender.
I know that I never have anxiety of us filling in the time for this.
Oh, that's
podcast.
never a worry. It's been almost an hour. That is one of my assurances. Death, taxes, and we will hit 45 minutes on our podcast.
Easily.
Very easily. And Jesus saves.
God bless.
See you next week.